Grant, first of all, congratulations. That awesome environment and really kind of the perfect remedy for a basketball team coming off a tough shooting game against Clemson. Man, you guys are making everything you looked at last night.
Yeah. We obviously it started out a little slow. They were up 7-0 on us. But then we got hot. We shot I think 70% in the first half. So it was a fun one for us.
For you personally, Grant, 24 points, 10 of 15 shooting, 8 rebounds. What was really working for you last night, especially what's going through your mind when you know you have a tough opponent, especially a Kyle Filipowski out there, that was really working in your favor?
Yeah, they were switching a lot of stuff with us, and when you have guards that shoot the ball the way that ours do, they draw a lot of attention and it just allowed for some mismatches for me inside, just being able to get open.
Now, Grant, that matchup with you and Kyle, how was that for you, man? Did you enjoy that, especially when your team comes out with the W, you playing the way you did?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Obviously, those are the type of games you dream of when you're a little kid. You're playing Duke on ESPN. It was a lot of fun. He's obviously a really good player. He's so big. He moves pretty well too, athletically. I think he's a really special player. He shot the ball well against us too, but I think Justin did a good job. He guarded him a lot of the night. I think Justin did a good job kind of limiting some of the stuff that he does for them. But yeah, he's a fantastic player for sure.
You mentioned being a little kid when you're out there shooting and you're playing Duke, maybe in your driveway, and then you're hitting buzzer beaters. You start your career, your college basketball career at Wright State. You decide to transfer to Virginia Tech, and now you've just knocked off a perennial power in Duke. What do you think 18-year-old Grant would say right now, knowing how far you've come in your college basketball life?
Yeah, for sure. It's been crazy. Coming out of high school, I only had a couple offers. I think I had two or three offers. And then entering the transfer portal, I was able to kind of pick from a lot of different schools that had a lot more options. Just staying with the process. It's definitely really been full circle for me. I was really lucky to land at Wright State. It was a great fit for me. A lot of great people there. So it ended up working out really well.
Grant, I have bragged about your coach coming out of a timeout, drawing up a play. I know Collins makes the big shot. So take us in the huddle. Again, I love Mike Young's play calling after a timeout. So where was the ball supposed to go? Like, I know Collins made the shot, but if you gave me the list of the starting 5 coming out of that timeout and said, all right, list them who you think's going to take the shot, I would have had Collins 5th. So he's the guy that makes the shot, ends up being the game winner. So what's the play? What was the mindset in that timeout?
Yeah, so Coach Young's fantastic. The way he sees the game, the way he puts us in good spots, it's incredible. Our assistant coaches too, they do a great job of putting us in stuff. But yeah, we ran kind of an action to get we run off and kind of getting Hunter open. But he ended up swinging to MJ and he made a play for us. It was that's been our thing. What happens after the play? It might not necessarily be the first action that scores for us, but let the ball do the work. Keep energy in the ball, Coach Young always says. And MJ found an open and took a shot, and he hit it. It was huge. I think people obviously look at that and then the free throw. And obviously those were massive buckets in that game. But I think the 3-pointer that he hit in the corner, we were down 5. Things were going sideways a little bit for us, and he hit a corner 3 to kind of pull us back within 2. I think that was the biggest shot of the game.
Yeah, that's a good point. By the way, when Coach has got you in a situation like this, and whether it's Duke on the other side or roast beef A&M, it doesn't matter who you're playing, place is going nuts. Is he calm, cool, and collected, or is he intense? I mean, what's the mindset of Coach Young in a situation like that?
Yeah, he does a fantastic job preparing us for those situations. He wants us to know the intensity of the moment and the urgency that requires. But on the same token, he doesn't want to put more pressure on us. He knows how bad every single person on our team wants it. He does a really good job kind of balancing that out of just being like, be urgent, be up. We can't get beat here. But he's also not just adding pressure, then it's already there.
Going back to last year, you weren't on the team. You were with Wright State actually winning a Horizon League title to get to an NCAA tournament, much like Virginia Tech winning the ACC tournament to punch their ticket. But at the same time, last year, 2-7, this team. What are guys who went through that experience last year and turned things around in the later months telling you, or what you're hearing about that experience and how that can factor in this year as well?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is we all know how long the conference season is. 20 games is a lot, especially in a league like the ACC. You're gonna play a lot of teams that play a lot of different ways. Every game's gonna be a battle. So I think obviously this isn't the spot we want to be in, but this is where we're at, and we just need to make the best of our situation and just go in there. Every game, continue to compete, start flipping some of these 1, 2, 3-point games, turning them into wins, and see where that takes us.
Now, Grant, I want to talk about one of your teammates. We all know how important a Hunter Cattoor has been for you guys, but what does he mean on y'all's team? What type of dynamic does he bring to y'all's team when it comes to y'all being a different team when he plays?
Yeah, I think the thing people don't realize is just the gravity that he pulls to him. When you set a pin down for him, you're going to end up being the guy that gets open. He just shoots the ball so well. He's such a good mover off the ball that he's always moving. He's never just standing still. Your defense can't get set and square up on us when he's out there for us.
When you decided to go to Virginia Tech, what was the vision of what you thought the Atlantic Coast Conference is versus what it has been so far?
Yeah, I think obviously the ACC historically has been a fantastic league. You look at what they're able to do in the NCAA tournament last year. Just being able to play at some of these places is pretty cool. But I mean, shoot, if you had told me at the beginning of the year that we were going to be 2-0 against Duke and UNC, and we'd end up with 7, or we'd have 7 losses at this point, I would have called you crazy.
Well, I've been called worse, but you're right though. I mean, seriously, if I would have told you before the season, hey, listen, dude, I'm going to give you Carolina and Duke in your back pocket, and I'll roll the ball out there. What do you think you're going to be? Nobody in their right mind would have said 2-7. Nobody.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. That there's a lot of good teams in this league. There's a lot of teams that might have struggled early, kind of got some lineup stuff figured out. I think you look at a team like Clemson, losing to South Carolina. Obviously, that's not necessarily a fantastic loss for them. But now look what they've been able to do in the ACC. They're 8-1. They're leading the ACC, and they got a great bunch of guys. I think that's the thing. Last year, especially, you look at, Evan was talking about the ACC's down, the ACC isn't as good. You look at what they're able to do in the NCAA tournament. I think it's just a long year. It's a grind to get through conference, and I think you look at what these ACC teams are able to do towards the end of the year.
Grant, here's the other thing. I don't need to tell you this because I know you've already heard it, but that Virginia Tech crowd was 2-7 this time last year, just like you are right now. Ended up cutting down the nets. I mean, crazy stuff happens in college hoops, doesn't it? I mean, that's the reason why we love watching it. It's why you love playing it.
Yeah, for sure. I think we got a great group of guys. I know everyone's committed together. That's been a good thing. We haven't had any fractures or anything like that, which that can happen at this level. Especially we had, I think 8 new guys come in. We stuck together, and I think we're going to continue to do that. Just continue to buy into what the coaches are giving us, and continue to pour into each other.
All right, let's have some fun, Grant. I want to do some team superlatives with you. All right, so
All right,
you're gonna have to be honest here. All right, most likely to make Coach Mike Young mad on the team.
Oh, I'm going Hunter Cattoor, just being sarcastic. Hunter's very sarcastic with him. They have a great relationship. It's pretty funny to watch. I think during ACC Media Day, he was doing his Coach Young impression, and Hunter's not afraid to do that in front of him either.
All right, noted. Most likely to be late, whether it to be practice, to the bus, to the plane, to a meeting. Who's most likely to show up maybe a couple of minutes late?
We honestly don't really have anybody.
Okay.
Being roommates with Justin Mutz, he pushes the envelope a little bit. Like he leaves and he gets there exactly on time. Like he's there exactly on time for some meetings, and he scares me being his roommate sometimes.
You got to push him a little harder. Okay, and the last but not least, who's the teacher's pet? And by that I mean, who's Coach Young's favorite, his go-to guy you think maybe that tries to do right by Coach Young the most to get on his good side?
I think Coach Young's favorite it would be Hunter, just from their relationship, how long they've been together. But Coach Young's awesome. I think everybody loves him, and he pours into all of us.
All right.
Now, Grant, you're a Wisconsin guy. I'm 6'9". You're not really hiding from many people. So when you're back home, what do you like to do in the off season?
I enjoy. We have some land up north. Some of my cousins that we go boating on. So I like going out on the lake. That's always a good time. And then just doing stuff outside. With the boys back home.
Cold back home, man.
Well, and it's not
Yeah,
in the
it is.
summertime. Not in the summertime.
In the summer, how hot can it get? Talk to
yeah,
me, Grant.
it's hot.
How hot can it get in the summer?
Midwest.
It gets hot, but the thing about Wisconsin weather is it's humid, so it feels way worse than it is, and you're just sticky, and it's just gross.
Now, I hate to say this, but
gosh.
we got to go. Grant, listen, congratulations on the big W last night. Keep them going up there, all right? Appreciate the call
Yep.
and everything.
Thank you.